Welcome to another fabulous Take a Walk adventure in China. Your trip will start in Beijing with a visit to the famous Tiananmen Square. You'll wander through the square and visit the Forbidden City. And after dinner that night, you'll experience one of the best acrobatic shows in Beijing. From Beijing, you'll travel with John and Lynn to Jinshanling, where you'll start 3 days of walking along the restored and the unrestored sections of China's Great Wall. This morning you'll wander through the gardens around Kunming Lake. You'll catch a pedicab around the city and visit the Temple of Heaven before we hop on the overnight train to Xi'an. You have the option to ride a bike around the Xi'an city wall, and that evening you'll go to see another fabulous show. That's the Tang Dynasty show. You'll start the next 2 days of walking with a 4.2-kilometre ride on the world's first undulating cableway that leads to the top of Huaishan Mountain, one of China's 5 sacred mountains. On the way back to Xi'an, you'll visit the famous 2,000-year-old terracotta warriors, considered one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. This morning we explore the narrow streets of the Muslim Quarter and meet some of the locals before we make our way to the airport for the flight to Chengdu. It will be an early start this morning as we head out to the Befengxia Panda Reserve and then go for a walk through the stepped ledges of the reserve. From Chengdu, we'll drive through one of the largest Tibetan villages in Sichuan province before we reach the famous Bipeng Valley, one of the most scenic areas in China. Today you fly to Lijiang and visit a Nasi village where the local shaman still use an ancient method of writing with hieroglyphics, similar to Egyptian, Mayan and Aztec hieroglyphics. Today's hike leads to Long Pan through some stunning agricultural areas, and we'll spend the night in a local village. Two days later you'll reach the Liming Scenic Area, where you can either walk to the top of Thousand Turtle Mountain or take the optional Via Ferrata course if you have a head for heights. Your next adventure is a 2-day walk through the stunning Tiger Leaping Gorge, finally arriving at Tiger Leaping Stone, just meters above the rushing waters of the Jinsha River. Then there's another flight from Lijian to Kunming and on to the ancient city of Fanghuang. After exploring the city by boat and on foot, you'll head out to the green and narrow Zulong Gorge. The next part of your adventure involves 2 days of walking through the karst pinnacles of Zhangjiajie, where the movie Avatar was filmed. We'll also explore Yellow Dragon Cave, again by boat and on foot. And at the end of the day, there'll be dinner and you'll get to experience another great show featuring the local minorities. Your adventure continues with a walk to the hole through Tianmen Mountain, where the Russian fighter pilots flew their jets. You'll walk along the glass walkway before getting the 7.5 kilometre cable car back to the bottom of the mountain. After an overnight train to Sanjiang, you'll experience life in a traditional Dong village as you spend 3 days walking through the ancient streets, terraced fields and tea plantations. You have now finished the walking part of the trip, and today you have the option of a half-day kayak down the mighty Li River past massive limestone peaks. And to end this great adventure, there's a trip to the markets to buy fresh food for your cooking class. And after you learn to cook a great Chinese meal, you get to eat your own lunch. Then sadly, it's time to head for home. If you would like to join us on our next Chinese adventure, just go to our website, download the booking form and email it to us. We will then send you everything you'll need to enjoy this fabulous adventure where you'll experience what we believe is the best that China has to offer.